course, on the men's side. This is the A final for the men's U17 Coxed Fours, and we have representation on this race from Lane 1, Oregon Rowing Unlimited, Lane 2, Sammamish Rowing, Lane 3, Lakeside, Lane 4, Bainbridge, Lane 5, Mount Baker, and Lane 6, Inglemore. And already, I think that we are seeing a race develop. It looks like we might have a clear leader, but it looks like we have a race developing for the minor medals. Our drone is back in the sky and will be joining this race here momentarily as they approach the 500-meter mark. Looks like lane 3 might be in the lead here. Whitney, what are you seeing on your end?
Yeah, you know, that's a really great question here. We do want to keep in mind, again, this is a medal qualifying event. So top 4 crews, okay, stakes are very high for the top 4 crews here. So right now it is looking like lane 3, lane 4. Sorry, let us, lane 4 as we whip our drone around here and give you a beautiful picture on your screen there. So lane 4, Bainbridge Island Rowing, led by Logan Smith in the clear lead here, followed very closely by lane 3, Lakeside School. Again, just a hint of open water here between those two. So again, Lakeside, will they have enough time to go catch Bainbridge Island? And I'm not entirely sure they do, because Bainbridge Island, as we've seen again and again and again, has a lot of strength and fitness for that second half of the race. So my prediction, unless we have some disaster here, is Bainbridge is going to be able to hold on to this unless we see an incredible sprint from Lakeside, which, frankly, I love to be proven wrong. If something exciting happens, I love a great race. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at what's happening just behind them here. What's going on just behind these top 2?
Yeah, it looks like that 4th place is secured. I'm not sure that we're going to see anybody that is in a 5th or a 6th place spot overturn that Florida-bound crew. But it does look like there is going to be a dust-up for that bronze medal right now. We are seeing almost a dead tie for bronze, which is really exciting. I love to see the minor medals get thrown down for, because at that point, you know, there's really nothing to be lost by just throwing your all into the race. And I think that we've got North Creek at the bottom of your screen. Or no, sorry. I want to be sure that I'm being accurate about these boats. So that's Mount Baker up at the top there, who looks like they just fell back a seat to the rowers from Oregon Rowing Unlimited. Or is that Sammamish down there?
Sammamish.
Okay, so Sammamish is now, I think, definitively in 3rd.
Yeah, that's right. We are looking at Bainbridge Island here, maintaining their lead and walking away from it. That boat is stopping for no one here. Crossing the line right now, and coming up right behind them is Lakeside, really giving it their all here in this sprint. But lane 2, Sammamish, not to be overlooked here. They are sitting up, punching the hips and getting those blades in. What a tight finish, though.
Fabulous sprinting from Sammamish.
With Mount Baker. What a showdown, Sammamish versus Mount Baker. And there are your top 4 crews that have punched their ticket to Sarasota. And rounding out the field now will be lane 6, Inglemore High School.
Well done, Inglemore.
Again, please check the final results over at time-team.com. But there you have it, your top 4 crews that will be moving on to Sarasota. And we will give you some accurate timing here in just a moment as things start to populate.
All right. All right, we are about to watch the start of the next race. So we're going to see the start of this. It's actually already underway, so this is a playback. We're getting real fancy with you on this next one. Super exciting. And it looks as though we've got a 3-boat race, folks, for the B final of the men's U17 Coxed 4. In lane 2, we've got Green Lake. In lane 4, we've got Pocock. And in lane 5, Everett. And we are mobbing along with that group right now. It looks like our middle boat with Pocock is, in fact, in the lead. Yep, I see the mighty chevrons of Pocock there. I think I see Everett in second place, and down at the bottom of your screen, it looks like Green Lake is bringing up the rear. All right, and it's very interesting that we've got some gaps between these boats for this B final today. Usually they cluster the lanes together, so I imagine that there might have been some sort of logistical something or other, or maybe a boat scratched. But regardless, we've got a nice set of performances right here from these boats. They all look very smooth, very calm. I think we might just see a consistent race. I'm not sure if there's going to be any changes in speed or positions on this one. It seems like they're all pretty consistently locked into their current placements. But still, anything could happen. You never know.
Well, right you are. That is true. And this Pocock boat in lane 4, stroked by Edouard Rodeval, looking very, very sharp, like you said. And you know what I'm liking about these Pocock boats is how intentional they are. So I really like how intentional they are attacking the front end, not chopping wood. So they're not up here in the forest, hacking fish or chopping wood, but they're very, very intentional about where they're placing their blades. And I think as they're moving forward, they're getting their blades in the water and they're actually connecting a little bit better than what we saw maybe a little bit earlier in the race, because they're actually starting to move. So again, it looks like the more relaxed they get, the longer they get, the looser they get, they're starting to connect a little bit better on the front end, and that is now helping them in this second half of the race. So they are, in fact, walking away just a little bit more and opening up the gaps on some of these other crews. So really well done. I don't know if that was a call from the coxswain or, again, if that was Stroke Edouard that loosened up and let his crew kind of go a little bit and said, guys, come with me. It's time to go. This race is ours. This is a B final. So very, very exciting, but unfortunately no medals or no tickets to Sarasota, but still a race for pride. So we are looking at this coxswain again, maybe making a little bit of a steering adjustment here in the Pocock boat. We will see if Everett decides to counter, and looks like they are just a little bit. Again, not sure if we have enough real estate to make up that kind of water, but never discount it.
Indeed. And I'm really liking what these Everett dudes are putting down right now. You can tell that they've taken up the rate a little bit. They are within 500 meters to go. So really, that's like 2 minutes left. What do we have to lose? Let's put it all on the line. I really appreciate what you said about the intentionality of the Pocock boats this weekend, Whitney. I agree. I think that Pocock spends a lot of time in small boats. Most programs had to shift to small boats and singles during the pandemic, but Pocock really kept that ethos alive. And I think it gives all of their rowers just a supreme sort of confidence, and it lends itself to that intentionality stroke by stroke. Because when you can row a small boat, when you can row a pair or a single well, it imbues, I think, a boat sense and a feeling of capability once you hop into the bigger boats. And we're seeing Pocock right now approach the red buoys and pick it up for, I think they're starting a sprint.
That's right. Yeah, look at this beautiful overhead shot here. We're seeing them get their hands away, get their bodies over, get their knees up together. So we're seeing a lot of synchronicity here, like you said, and that's very easy for us to say, but there's really so much going on here. Mm-hmm. And so in order to master this look, getting the knees up together, getting the bodies over first, really doing one thing at a time and being patient on that recovery is, I think, what's helping them a little bit on the front end, get those blades in with a little bit of patience, but with a lot of intention. Yeah. And it is clearly working for them, because here they are. You will see them right now come down to the beach to watch them come through the finisher's chute as we speak. Yeah. Very, very exciting finish. Beautiful row here done by Pocock. Totally, yeah. And having coached for Pocock in the past, it makes my heart glad. I know as a commentator I'm supposed to stay objective, but it is a little bit tough. You get attached to different programs, and I row with Everett right now, and I help out with their operation a little bit. And so this is a really fun race for me to see teams that I'm connected to and that I appreciate and enjoy. But really, that's kind of the vibe in the Northwest. Everybody's sort of interacted with a number of clubs, and it's a great community up here. I cannot speak highly enough about
all the teams, and just the vibe. It's a good vibe. And Pocock now coming up to the finish line here. Well done to these athletes. They have maintained their composure and really done great work here in this B final of the men's U17 Coxed 4 event.
That's right. It's looking like lane 5 right now in the bright green. Can't miss it on the gray water there. A beautiful sprint coming out of the Everett boat right here, led by Alex Klarman. So well done to Alex, taking your crew all the way through the finish line there. Really well done. Followed by Green Lake, just rounding out the field here in that stern loader 4.
Yeah,
something we're not seeing too much of this weekend. You start to see a little bit less of those.
Yeah, they're definitely getting phased out technologically. As we mentioned yesterday, there's just a little bit more speed to be earned in the bow loader. It also feels a little bit different as a rower.